You already know. Y'all know how we coming.
And we're gonna dig deep down, man, into the title of the show today. Starting kind of like right on point, man, because I had another appointment before this, man. So we're trying to catch up on that, and then I'll call some people, man. So with that being said, we're glad y'all tuning in, man. Every Monday 8 to 10 on Highly Unique Radio. Shouts out to everybody who tuning in for the first time, or the second, the third, or fourth time. We appreciate y'all, man. We love y'all for being real and for respecting the movement. So with that being said, man, I just want to let y'all know, man, this OG table, once again, Pieces of Your Greatness every Monday, 8 to 10. And we got a new member alert, man. You already know. New member alert, man. That boy Essence in the building. Man, I'm just glad that the brother came through by another mother and really, man, shining bright through the situation, being positive, and really, man, like standing this ground, man, and keeping God first and trusting in God and changing hand. What it do, Essence?
Blessings, man. Just blessed to be here. Highly favored to even keep showing up, and thankful to be here another day because tomorrow ain't promised. You know what's going on.
I already know, bro. And I'm in a place right now, man, where I'm just accepting the good, the bad, and the ugly. And a lot of times, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, it was make us who we are today. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, bro, you know, you gotta look at how a car run. A car run on what? A positive and a negative. You might have started negative, but then it ventures off into the positive. Mm-hmm. You know, because, you know, all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and who are called according to his purpose. This is a hood show, ghetto to the max, but God got it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what a lot of people got a problem with, Essence. Dean, that's what people got a problem with, when you could take the foolish things of the world and confine the wise.
Ooh, I just texted somebody that scripture earlier today. That's crazy.
Nice.
That's crazy.
So when things like what just happen, you know you in order. So when you in order, because you acknowledge him in all your ways and all your steps, he directed in the right direction.
Amen.
Hey, so it is what it is, man. I just come to you, man, just showing that God could do anything. He could bring you from nowhere to somewhere. He could take you and take the crumbs you got and make it a whole pie. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't take much with God, because all God needed is your faith. Because without faith, it's impossible to please God. You must believe that he is who he say he is, and he's a rewarder of those who consistently seek him. See, I'm like a devoted Muslim. I stay on my knees. Because know what I know? I love Allah too. That's just one of his names.
Thanks.
So, Essence, I know, man, it's been a struggle going through, you know, in the trenches and carrying his name, carrying the cross. And give us a little example, man, how you had to bear the cross, man, in the trenches.
Well, give me, say that again, a better cross in the trenches.
When you had to bear the cross in the trenches.
Meaning?
In other words, you know, on the cross, on Calvary, that's where he suffered and died at. Mm-hmm. So it was a lot of situations that occurred in your life you suffered and died in.
Exactly.
The old you to become the new you.
Got you. There's been a lot of those seasons, because, you know, in some seasons he'll break you. Other seasons he'll fill you. He'll make you whole, and then he'll fill you up. So, you know, in the seasons of that, ever since I had my first encounter, I had seasons where God was stripping things from me. From the way I was moving, the way I was living, how I was moving in the streets. And now it's come to a part where I've learned balance in that area. Then boom, he elevated me to another area to where I had to go without certain things, without vehicles, certain seasons. He had to strip me because it was a season of him killing my flesh. Mm-hmm. And when I understood what God was doing, when he told me it wasn't about being perfect, and he said, let them persecute you, let them judge you, let them not understand your pain. Because see, the depth of someone's pain is actually going to show them and actually help people understand the height of their success. Like if you know people like Oprah and Tyler Perry, you listen to their stories, they've had a lot of family issues. They had a lot of mama drama, daddy drama type of crazy situations. So those seasons where I was, you know, incarcerated, the seasons where I was finding my way, he stripped that mentality because favor kept popping up, the doors kept opening. You know, I have favor with people that most people didn't even, was scared to get close to, so. You know, just trust your process. That's basically it at the end of the day, but it's hard. It's a hard process, but if you just understand, like you said earlier, you put his word first, and that his word is your instructions, because Bible stands for basic instructions before leaving earth. And if you understand the instruction manual, you'll never lose your way no matter what the waves of life look like. And it took me 16 years to actually manifest this, understand, and demonstrate it to where now the young lady that was here and others that are around me, they see it, they just don't get it. Kind of like they see it in a prophetic realm, and so they'll say prophet, but they don't understand it's, you know, it's the fivefold. So when you are getting the 12 strong men breaking off of your mindset, breaking off the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, and the lust of the flesh, God will put you around those things. He'll put you around the drugs, the women, the cars. He'll put you around.
I was going to say, the
Just
attacks start coming.
Just to see how you respond. And once you stop responding, the Bible says resist the devil and he'll flee. So once you start resisting these things, then God sees, okay, now I can trust you. It's not a Lamborghini ain't gonna send you to hell. It's the love of it. So if he could trust you, a Lambo will give it to you. When he says give it away, like what was that? Charlie Sheen, Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker said Charlie Sheen loaned him a Lambo and forgot he gave it to him. When you have that, he'll keep accelerating. That's why
Right.
people be like, why he act like that but he keep getting blessed? Why he do this and he keep getting blessed? Because they don't know what these people's mindset is.
That's deep, bro. Hey, I'm feeling it, man, because one thing about me, I ain't ashamed of God. You know what I'm saying? I learned better than that, man. Because when you be ashamed of God, he'll be ashamed of you.
Exactly, and that's 116. So shout out Lecrae and all them. That's when you understand to show the gospel, that gives you power. Everything you say becomes power. And if you want to align your destiny, your thoughts have to first become God's thoughts, and that's the only be connected to His word. So I love how He flows in the word. So we just gonna continue to build each other. Nothing inauthentic can come from this type of relationship because it's built off the word.
Right.
What do you say to somebody that's close to you that says that they don't think you're being sincere about that? You know what I'm saying?
I've come to the point where it's almost like I've come to the point where I'm starting to be unemotional towards people that you got to pacify, even if they're grown. To where now it's like you give the horse the water, but if they don't want to drink it, and you keep trying to give them the water, that becomes force. Jesus said force is not the way. And if they don't receive your message, then you got to kind of move around because they'll become a Judas. It's almost repetitive because everybody has the same type of warfare. So you're going to have some prideful people that are not going to listen. Those are the ones I kind of just, I let God remove them out of my life. And then you got hungry people who are willing, who are not rebellious, who are teachable, kind of prideful, kind of look, but they're trying to hang on to you. Kind of like a Peter. Even Peter was scared. He didn't understand, but he still denied him.
But do you hang around those people anymore, or do you frequent with them less?
When I felt led to, because I don't go off emotions. I don't feel like I need friends. I feel like I have a friend in Jesus, and I hear him very well. And a lot of people who talk too much about nothing can't feed my spirit. If you can't feed my spirit, I'm gonna feel irritated being around with you because I'm gonna feel like you're plotting or you're doing something not right because I'm seeing in the spirit like you're not being genuine. You're saying the wrong shit. You're not sharing, supporting. You're not liking my stuff. Why you want to hang with me? That's what you got to peep the Judas for. But see, Jesus already knew who Judas was. So he let all of them do their thing to show us the map of how people going to be around us when you start walking in that power.
I think you finally get it one day when, these attacks personally come to you, and I'm talking about verbal attacks, and you start citing scripture.
Exactly.
Without even thinking about it.
Exactly.
It's the most amazing thing that ever overcame me. I used to be one that I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember exactly. So I look at myself as a real youngster in that regard. But I can tell you, everything you say is so true.
And you got to realize it's him speaking it through me because word like verbal attacks are word curses, and people don't understand like physical abuse is going to heal quicker than somebody giving you verbal abuse. So they don't understand how much trauma and how much warfare you can put on a man's mind or a woman's mind to grow up, and have all these things and be toxic and destroy their family.
Yeah.
And this is the kind of curse I'm breaking because I come from a different type of family. So therefore, as I'm watching it from going through the wilderness, going through the seasons of my flesh being torn, because I asked God, I said, God, I want you to make me a superhero. I want to be able to walk in a gift No, for real, and you gotta be careful what you ask God for. Because
Yeah, you do.
I was in ministry school when I did this. I was like,
I pray that David anointed, boy. While I did that, I went through hell.
and then he send you all these Jezebels. Like,
Yeah.
for real. That's how it works. Like, he gonna send, no, my bad, Bathsheba, because
Right.
Jezebel was for John.
Right.
So at the end of the day, when you understand the story, it's gonna replay in your life. Even certain people's names, how they are. My mother's name is Mary. I'm her only son. I got a half sister.
Wow,
So-
your mom named Mary.
I'm her only
Like
son.
that,
So,
man.
but where I come from is a small town. So you'll start to depict your life and compare to Joseph, Job, Jesus, Moses, depending on what season you're in. That's why it's
Yeah.
always good to know your season, stay rooted in the Word, and understand every day God's gonna keep killing your flesh. Because
Well, I think one of the most amazing things is the things you observe and see that you never saw before.
Mm.
You could be driving in your car, you could be at the store, you could be with family members, and you see activities going around you, or you hear verbal altercations, and you would have never heard that before, you would have never seen that before.
Mhm.
And sometimes you want to say something, but you don't.
True.
You just kind of soak it all in like a sponge, and as your day goes by.
I'm learning, like being out here in Georgia, from living in Lithonia, Conyers, to Camden Road, to Forest Park, to now Sandy Springs, to now. I'm learning sometimes people need to be told something, but as long as you do it the right way, they out here, they respect you. You do it the wrong way, they gonna get on your ass and make you pull out that pistol on you because everybody feels like they got out here because they got a gun or they got a Draco. Like,
Sure.
they don't understand, like, real people in the spirit still exist, but yet most of those people believe in ephod and believe in all these type of gods that have no power. You feel me? Because we know who the bridge is. There's a reason why I'm an only child, and that's her name. So people gonna see the demonstration of why the favors go like that, why the connections like that. Because when you walking in a prophecy, some season you might be a prophet, some season you might be an apostle, some season you might be an evangelist, some season you might just be an usher at the church serving.
Wow, man. Well, guess what? We gonna go ahead and stop it right there, Essence. And the name of the day's show, man, is it good to be computer illiterate? So that's the name of the show today. We're gonna come back with that, man. We're gonna get back to the music, then we're gonna come next with the My Poem. And we're gonna get Essence on there. Hopefully we get Dean on there. You never know, man. And but we coming back next with that, so y'all stay tuned, man. OG Table, Piece of Your Greatness, man. Every Monday, 8 to 10. And you already know what it's hitting for, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. Let's get it. Real talk. This that OG poem. OG poem. Do you understand that it's family? Do you understand that ain't nothing thicker than blood, but sometimes water can? Do you understand that when you go through life with nobody backing you up, that means you don't have a family. You don't have a support system. But this is an OG poem where we understand one thing, if nothing else. Ain't nothing bigger than the brain. And ain't nothing bigger than family. But with family, we stick together through it all. Through the ups, the downs, the ins and the outs. These OG Table, pieces of your greatness. I'm just giving you a piece of my greatness. Because when you touch my greatness, you touch your greatness. And together we touch greatness. If you're an OG, you understand exactly where I'm coming from. That me, I love my family. And nothing can separate us. Nothing. Nothing. So Essence, give us something, man, on the My Poem to let the world know who you are and that you're poetic and you're a songstress and you are a rapper. You're a little bit of everything, just like me. So we come together, we make gumbo, and then that go Dean to be a political genius and to be a sports fanatic. So Essence, as I pass the mic to you, we're talking about OG Table, pieces of your greatness, family. And this is my poem from a mob talker. But big ups to everybody out there, man, who tuned in, man. Shouts out to everybody, man, who know what this is, and everybody who on board for the long haul. All the fakers, man, you know they fall off. That's just how it is. But man, we talking about being literate and not illiterate when it comes to being computer savvy. Everybody not computer savvy, and everybody not illiterate, and everybody is not like know a lot about computers. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people not even really interested in working on computers, right? But watch this, they got some people who are. But you know, I never really hear IT techs talking about being online. They always talk about how they trying to build one and put it online, a computer. You know, they're looking at the bigger picture. But it's a lot of people out here, man, and that's the conversation tonight, about being computer illiterate. You want to make sure, man, that, you know, whatever you got to do to learn what you got to learn, not to be computer illiterate, you got to do it. If you got to take a course, like Goodwill have courses over there, you know, for to get your computer knowledge up. You know, I always ask people to show me, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, ain't nothing wrong with asking a question. They say the dumbest question you can ask is the one you don't ask. So, we gotta know, man, ask questions to people who know more. Maybe you need a mentor. Maybe you need somebody to show you the ropes. Whatever it may be, don't be afraid to ask. The dumbest question to ask, the question that you don't ask, not a question you ask. So no matter how dumb it may come off, no matter how off it may sound, no matter how like not your style it may sound, if it's coming from a sound-minded person and they really know what they're doing and they really like want to help you or show you or willing to, take advantage of that, man. So Essence, you always been like computer literate? Are you computer literate?
Explain computer literate.
When it comes to social media or anything concerning like getting on a computer, you know basically everything.
To a degree,
Uh-huh.
and I kind of learned how to evolve as the world evolved, like going from MySpace to Facebook to,
Right.
you know, and then it got to the point where it just started doing the most, and I just kind of, you know, I kind of stepped back to
Right.
where I just started, you know, seeing how much it was restricting me from doing things I wanted to do, making me more lazy and all that type of stuff. But,
Right.
I wasn't always, at one point I used to, you know, as a kid, I used to always be outside on the trampoline playing with my friends and stuff. But when I started seeing everybody doing it and saying, and then you go to a public school and you're like, hey, did y'all see on something? You're like, what are they talking about? Then you start, boom, I'm telling you, it's like you led into it.
Right.
But now kids don't even want to be outside no more and everything.
I know. So all the kids are in. So watch this. Now, if I get around a kid and I ask a kid to show me something, I'm expecting them to show me something. Yes. I'm not just saying that, I'm serious. Show me something. Because you know what I know? We used to be outside. We ain't had time to be on the computer. So watch this. You are inside 24/7, so I know you know a lot about that computer. Because you're always on it. You're always on it. The person that's the most, like right now, we in here. I've been doing radio to everybody in here. I'm more radio savvy than you guys. Because I do this a lot, and I've been doing it a long time. So, and I ain't the amount of time I've been doing it is not the amount of time you go to when you do this. You gonna go far as you want. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta have a degree of knowledge of it and know where to put it in and who to put it in front and why you do it. Shouts out Beachbox, man. Y'all already know, man. Beachbox.com, man. He'll be on the radio Wednesday and Friday. Go look up beachbox.com. Get you one of those beaches, man. Hold your tongue and say, you beaches. So it is that beach box. Beach box, man. You know, shouts out to Austin, man. He the inventor and creator of Beach Box. Go get you a beach box. When you go to the beach, before you go, get you a beach box. I'm talking about hold your tongue and say, you beach box. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what eyes gonna be hitting when this thing drop all over the world. Beachbox.com.
Oh, that's that radio.
You know, it's
That Bluetooth, that big old speaker thing?
no, it's a box that you put your personal belongings in when you go on the beach. Say for instance, you sit down, right? You sitting down and you want to be like, oh man, I think I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the water, big. Like, big, you about to go? No, I'm coming with you. Oh damn, ain't nobody gonna be sitting up, we're gonna do our stuff. You can't just leave it there. And And you can't put it back in your car because people gonna see you putting it back in the car.
Mm.
So you taking the risk with having your belongings with you.
Facts.
But the beach box has solved that problem. The beach box has solved that problem. So by the beach box solved that problem, all you need now is just go ahead on and look it up and go get you one.
That was just said right now. When you become the answer to people's problems, that's when you become a valued product.
Yeah.
Pretty simple.
Very simple.
It's not hard. And see, Austin, man, I love, the kind of person he is, man. Big ups to Austin, man, who introduced the beach box to me, man. And we like family now. You know what I'm saying? And we growing, man. We growing. So big up to him, man. Beachbox.com. Look it up, man. Check it out on Instagram, Beachbox. Everywhere, Beachbox. Just look it up. It's a box you put your belongings in when you go on the beach or you at the hotel. If you out and about, you will get you one because it has a protective system on it in case somebody try to take it or move on it. And then it's gonna be different kinds. So that everybody just get prepared, man. Beach box is about to take off, man. You know what I'm saying? So big ups, man, to Austin, my brother by another mother, man, who invented it. Great dude, man. I met him and we hit it off, man. So, when you go to the beach, what you use with your belongings? What you do with your belongings?
Yeah, I mean, guys, we get these shorts, the ones with all the pockets on them. So you stuff right? Because you're carrying a lot of stuff.
You can't jump in the water with that.
There's always a female there, and you're carrying some of her stuff, right?
Ah!
So that's the way it works.
We need to make some pants. That's all a little problem.
Really?
One Party Friday pocket pants, brand new from back in the 80s.
Or something like that. Something, unless you're gonna have a backpack with you.
Something.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
carry too much.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Dean don't know yet, but he will know.
Yeah.
Beach box is the future. Beach box is the future.
You're listening.
They're great guys.
Beach box.
Beach box. Oh, you talking say you son of a beach? But I ain't say that word. I say beach. You trying to say beach?
Beach box.
Say beach box. 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 When you go to the beach box. When you go to the lake, beach box.
Yeah.
When you straight in the park, beach box.
Yeah.
Beach box.
Yeah.
Beach box.
That way. Let's go.
Beach box, baby. Y'all heard it right here, man. That new jingle, that banger. Beach box, man. When you go to the lake, beach box. When you go to the beach box. Hold your tongue and say it low. Beach box. Beach box.
Yeah.
That's crazy, kid.
Jingle Man 3000 over here.
Yeah, man. I'm just trying some new stuff out.
Yeah. Got to.
Yeah,
Got to.
man.
That's what I'm on.
So, man, what about us, man, who, you're not all that savvy and, knowing how to, type. I heard a dude, I texted a girl, shouts out Moet, man. She got a show on Sundays. She right here, too, at Holly Unique Radio. Big ups Rich Black. I'm going to tell you right now, man, to really be real with you, she had, was telling me about a lot of stuff that she was doing, too. You know what I'm saying? And she had a lot of things that needed to be done because Moet's somewhat, computer savvy. You got to be computer savvy. You know what I'm saying? She told me about some things that I could do online. And then if you don't know how to do it, it's complicated again, part two.
Mm.
That's why I brought such subject up like this. Because there's a lot of people dealing with that. But then there's some people go on the internet and do whatever they want.
Facts.
I can have whatever I want. You can do you because you know what you're doing on there. But they got people, the older generation, even young, middle-aged, who do not have the knowledge of that. Somebody asked me, they said, that was Moet. They said, do you type 35 minutes or what?
35 minutes of words a minute.
Yeah.
And that's why I said that tool could be a tool to take people out or advance people.
Right.
Well, we kind of discussed it the other day when we
Thanks.
said about 97% of teenagers between the age of 14 and 19
Mm-hmm.
are on those two social media platforms.
Mm-hmm.
So it tells you that they're growing with a much greater knowledge of the tools and devices, even the ones that come out quarterly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm noticing changes, recently in a lot of the websites I've been, you gotta relearn the program, because they're changing some of their stuff.
Mm.
So you gotta update them all the time. people feel that's laborious,
Exactly.
right? They just don't want to deal with it.
Exactly. Because they rather have something more lackadaisical so where they can just come to them. So that's why technology is making people so slow to where people are getting fatter, out of shape, don't want to do nothing.
Well, you just got to deal with it, you know, with the basics. I mean, most of us only have so much time per day.
Facts.
So, you know, they got to make sure that their banks are in order
Exactly.
and they're up to snuff on that kind of stuff like banking,
Hmm.
or other personal things that, you know, they have to have
And there's been a
proof
lot
of or
of
whatever.
there's a lot of disorder in that area because of the social media, because of people not being able to learn how to be
All the hackers and the scams and all that comes
Yeah,
up, you know. And
yeah.
it can be a little bit challenging.
Shoot, when I got scammed, I ain't gonna even lie. I know everybody got scammed. Come on, be for real. Don't even lie. Bring it on out there. Bring it out. You done been scammed. You done been inboxed. You done sent some money, thought you done won the sweepstakes. You did it. You done been out there and you done let people tell you to sow a seed into something that ain't make no sense and ain't doing everybody. And I'm gonna tell you where they come from. Not being computer savvy, or life savvy, or mental savvy. You have to be a savage to be savvy.
Exactly.
Because it takes a savage to outlast the rest. Because believe me, this world is full of snakes and whales. And guess what? Not only whales, but sharks.
Exactly.
But you got to be a killer whale out here. Because his life is like that now. So you got to be computer savvy. They inbox you and run game on you.
Yep. Going right back in.
Right. Go on your cash app, jack out all your money. You're going to either wisen up or you're going to get caught up. You know what I'm saying? We as a people have to start knowing that the best thing we could do is educate ourselves in every area. Get ready, be prepared. That's why I created these shows and these platforms to do it like they do it. When I say they, I mean those who are already ahead of the game, who've been in the game.
Well, we talked about that one company that has been proven that they're taking personal information from people.
Right.
We talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about that.
And so that's all part of it too. And then they gather this file on you, right?
Mm-hmm.
They know all your habits when you're on there.
Yeah.
That's what I would like how you were saying. It says in Hosea 4:6, my children perish due to the lack of knowledge. And a lot of people are perishing through social media because they lack knowledge on how to move,
Yeah, they do.
on the type of entities that are watching them, and on the type of gift they have that lies in their tongue.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
That's why I'm out here, because I'm out here to jump out on faith and just share with the world the gifts I got.
exactly.
And see, with the gifts I got, I feel like I can make a difference.
Mhm.
You know, and how I make a difference by shedding light on the things that I analyze. I got a show that I do, I've been doing for years, off and on, off and on. I'm looking eventually to spread that. That's gonna be a great platform eventually. So I'm looking at it, but I've been doing this show. I go live on Instagram on every Sunday at 7 and every Wednesday at 7.
Mm.
And it's called Bishop Kosh, where I analyze your problems and give you solutions. Because as a Sagittarius, man, I'm a true analyzer, so I analyze everything.
That's how I am.
Yeah, and so by me analyzing everything, I really figures it out. You know, it don't take long.
It's a gift.
Yeah.
It's like this process of elimination in our mindset of how every aspect will come, which is like that movie. If you ain't seen it, go watch it. Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange.
Which one? Yeah,
All of them. All of them.
All of them.
Like, cause he enhances his gift every movie, and he's
Oh, yeah, I
able
gotta
to
check that out.
he's able to analyze every situation. And Tony Stark, Iron Man, goes up to him and says, "So, do you see any end of us winning?" And he looks like at 1,000 scenarios of how they could kill Thanos, and then he tells Tony Stark there's one. That's the gift we have, and that's how we have that gift in the spirit to see what's gonna come next, how to help people beat strongholds and fight their mindsets. Like,
But guess how I learned though? Guess how you enhance those gifts? You enhance those gifts by, which this how you do. You get the information that increases that power of that gift. I
Mhm.
didn't know that years ago, so I
say
started
that again.
researching.
Say that again.
You enhance that gift
Mm-hmm.
by feeding it.
Exactly.
You have to feed. You have to see. I'm gonna tell you where to feed it. Number one, the Word of God.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, spiritual knowledge and books that people that wrote that's great and have been through hell. That's another way.
Facts.
Start getting around other brothers that's stronger, as strong as you, or just as strong. You know what I'm saying? That's another way. It's so many exercising, taking good care of yourself. I never forget, man. I do this certain walk I do every morning. I ain't did it this morning, but I'm doing it every morning, and it's a long one. And you go down the hill, and you come up the hill, and then I got these 3 flights of stairs that I'm running up and down now, right? So on my way walking, That's why I know it's a superpower to walk and to exercise and to really like see the world. And when I say see the world, I mean see the things that God created on this earth, in this world.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm walking, I'm watching everything, and my creativity is stirring up.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking some of the greatest thoughts and genius ideas ever in my head. And I'm saying them to myself, and I'm like, Jesus. Because I just started walking that walk every morning. My partner started me. And then he was like, I'm going to do it once a week. And I was like, I think I'm going to do it every day. At least every other day. Then that's what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
And since I've been doing it, none but ideas have been coming to me. That's the way we stop ourselves from not being savvy in a lot of different areas. This stuff ain't hard as we think it is. I wrote today, on Instagram, man. Affirmations are important. It's important that you say these affirmations to yourself every day and mean it and accept it.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about, David said he encouraged himself in the Lord. So watch this, P gang. When you lay there and start saying them affirmations to yourself, you building yourself up in your holies of holies, right? So you're building yourself up in your holies of holies. And then guess what I said at the end after I wrote that? Because I'm a writer too. I wrote 2 books. I'm in the process of revamping them and putting them back out, getting republished. I'm gonna let y'all know what he has so y'all can go buy y'all a copy. 2 of the greatest books in the world, no cap. But I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I realized about affirmations? You gotta constantly say them. Then at the end, when I wrote that, I said, and by the way, I'm a Cajun mogul. You know what I'm saying?
You stamp it. You stamp yourself.
Yeah, I stamped it right there. And watch this. It's power in words.
Exactly.
Power.
And thoughts shape reality. So as you keep speaking them words over yourself, into your seed, into your finances, into your relationships, into your warfare,
It's gonna manifest.
you manifest everything. And when you get around people who sincerely believe in you, it happens quicker because there's levels to accelerate.
Watch this.
Woo.
That was the first key I said.
Mm.
I said I wrote it on now.
Mm.
For them to read it and magnify it. He game I did that was strategic. But nobody know what they were being hit with. I was using them against themselves. It ain't minority.
Chess.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I play for keys, bro. Because I know one thing, how important this is that I build this legacy for me and my kids.
That's it.
And guess what? Everybody I can connect with, man, on this road of life.
Because there's no limit.
That's what you do.
No limit, bro.
No limit.
Ain't no limit, man. So I'm gonna tell y'all who all out there right now, man. If you're not savvy in education, if you're not savvy in computer knowledge, if you're not savvy in knowing God, if you ain't savvy in relationships, if wherever you're not savvy at, look it up, man. Read it, study it, and become it. You know what I'm saying? Because once you cross knowledge, real wisdom, the Bible says buy it. You know what I'm saying?
So into it.
You gotta buy it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just like when people come here and they deal with me with the show, you're not sowing it to me, you're sowing it to us.
Mm.
See, and that's the key with everything, with everybody. That everybody think they're just supposed to be giving. You gotta give. It's better to what? Give than receive.
Rest of prosperity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta make sure when you out here, you doing more giving than, because guess what? You're gonna need to be feeling good through this life.
Mm-hmm.
Not just have a lot of money, but be feeling good too. Because a lot of times you don't feel good.
At all.
Yeah, you don't feel like being bothered. You don't feel like talking. You don't feel like going nowhere. You gotta like literally make yourself. So that's why you gotta keep constantly building yourself in your holies of holies.
Quality life.
Like I called Dean. I said, Dean, get up, Dean. And I kept telling him that because I know he wasn't in a good place with himself, with his family right now. And I was telling him that for the make him strong, because he said, he's how it go? He said one back, not one back. He said that what a man sows is what he reaps.
Mm.
I'm sowing it to him, so somebody else will come sow into me.
Exactly. And
One plant, the other water. God get the increase.
Yes.
Amen. Amen.
You know, so and a lot of people think this stuff ain't streets, but it's ghetto though. It's straight gangster. See, the Bible is really gangster.
It really is.
It's really like I'm talking the Bible about gangsters and thugs.
It really is.
The Bible about gangsters, thugs, pimps, prostitutes. David was a pimp. You know what I'm saying? David was a pimp. Joseph, he was a dude who felt sorry for himself. He felt like he didn't need nothing. But watch this. He was big dog status. He looked good and he would buy his paper and he had swag. A lot of people don't know that. Jesus Jesus didn't have on regular material, bro. Jesus had on the best in the world on Louis Vuitton, Versace, Gucci.
Jesus was a celebrity.
Yeah. They gambled for his rags.
Because it was worth something.
Because he was swagged out. He was sauced up. He was dripping.
He didn't come here to save the saved.
Man.
He came here to make sure.
People try to make God lame. God ain't lame, bro. Jesus ain't lame. The Holy Spirit ain't lame. The Holy Spirit will tell you something super gangster and blow you away. He did it to me.
He come for the lame.
Yeah.
But he ain't lame.
No.
He ain't come for himself.
100% gangster. Watch this. Why when all the gangsters get a street up, they get their life to God? Answer that. Or they become a Muslim. They gonna become something spiritual.
Or all the rappers become preachers. MC Hammer.
Yeah.
Chris
Rappers
Tucker.
ain't never preachers, bro.
That's it.
Now, a lot of people don't understand that, man. A rapper is a preacher, bro.
You're listening to
There ain't no game, bro. I know, because I'm one. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm going to be real with you, bro. Whatever God want me to do, I'm going to do it. That's what I'm about. I'm just about enlightening my people, to tell my people, man, to get stronger, keep getting stronger. And when I say my people, that's those who believe in God. Don't get that twisted. There ain't no color. Ain't no color in the spirit.
Just how you were saying, like, in seasons you sow, certain seasons you sow, it may not reap that next week. It may reap 6 months later. You just got to keep sowing, because you never know. It may, in another season, everything may grow.
I love this song. Watch this.
Everything may grow.
Do it. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Whatever it is. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Whatever it is.
Yeah.
You gotta do it till you satisfied. I always go to that song, bro, and use that analogy, because I'm gonna tell you why. I realize the opening of our eyes really comes from things that we understand. It don't come from things that we don't understand. We gotta comprehend it. That's why when Jesus went to a carpenter, he was a carpenter. Yeah, he went on people level where they was at. He's not gonna come to you, God. If you love rap, he don't come to you as a rapper. Somebody who just like you ain't gonna give you the word. If he come to you like a businessman, he gonna come to him as a businessman. He got a business too. I'm gonna see you. You gonna see? Oh yeah, that's what's up. Me know God love you, bro.
Straight like that.
Yeah, you like, whoa, okay, that's deep. That I ain't gonna see that coming. And that's how it is.
That's how it be.
That's how you roll. Cause see, God, like it was. I thought it was just a cliche, but it was real. God move in mysterious ways.
Very mysterious.
See, bro, I'm gonna tell you what that meant. I thought that was fake. I thought it was cliche. Then I thought it was just sounding cold. But guess what? I realized it was facts. Cause watch this. A lot of times, man, I was in positions in predicaments. I didn't know how I got there, man. All I know, man, it was real. It happened, bro.
Gotta be careful how you entertain strangers.
You may be entertaining angels on the well. Big up. And I'm glad they out there on me. I'm glad they out there working. You see, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. They're like right now on the streets, man. How you think they're gonna reach a gangster? Through another gangster. Look at Kevin Gates. Everybody love Kevin Gates. Look how he's going 100% positive. He started off 100% negative. Now he's going toward the positive more and more and more.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
It's that old man that's dying. He's dying to his flesh.
Yeah.
Quality of life.
People are becoming their superhuman side.
Yeah.
They speaking things.
Everybody a superhero, like you said earlier. That was dope when you said that like that.
Yeah.
Big up to everybody out there, man. Shout out, man.
We just looking for our superpowers. We just lost superheroes looking for our power.
That's it, man.
And once you get it back, it's over with.
Yeah, it is, man. This OG table, man. Peace to you, great. Shouts out, man. Dean Sheridan and that boy Essence in the building, man. You already know. Back to the music.
Stop playing. It's time.
Get y'all a little sample up, man. That was crazy, Kev. Crazy. Man. Big ups to all the music lovers out there, man. Big ups to the whole Block Party Friday family.
Unique Radio.
Big ups to everybody, man, who tunes in. Man, shouts out to my dog, Rich Black. He saw the dream, baby. So we just here to live it, man. Rest in peace to the great Kobe Bryant, man. And his daughter, baby. And everybody else who's in that helicopter. Yeah. Always stay focused on being at the right place at the right time. That's important, kid. So, you know, just being illiterate just ain't good, period, man. I think everybody should get into the know of things that they're not in the know of. And hang around other people that want you to be that way too.
Thanks.
Don't hang around people who don't want the best for you. You know, Kevin Gates said that too, man. Big up to Kevin Gates, man. You know, he been through a lot, he done a lot. You know, one of my rounds, he from Baton Rouge, I'm from New Orleans. And, you know, like what he said, go where you celebrate, not where you tolerate. He said, guess what, I was giving me the game the whole while. You know,
Facts.
you gotta keep it real, bro.
When you celebrate, they'll work for you.
Yeah.
They'll do it with you.
Yeah.
If they see you good at something, they'll figure out what you don't know how to do and make it great for you.
And make it great.
And they become a family. Yeah.
That part. And that's important, man. That's important. Because a lot of people be going through a lot. Everybody needs somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just never know who gonna need you and who you gonna need.
Exactly.
Because everybody, the key is everybody gonna need somebody. So watch this. When you do meet that somebody that you always needed, I'm talking about friend, girl, husband, wife, family member. Make it solid, man, and go ahead on and do the right thing by each other. And take it there. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. But I'm gonna tell you what make it hard. It make it hard when you think it is. So man, thank you. So is he.
It's called doing the right thing, isn't
So
it?
shall he reap.
D, you doing the right thing too now.
Yeah.
As a man thinks it, so shall he reap.
Right. Yeah, because you know why? If you could think it, I like the Reverend Run say this. He said, if you could think it up, this Reverend Run from Run DMC, me and him got the same mentor. He said, if you could think it up, you could think it down. You got to get that. If you could think it up, you could think it down. From out of the other world into this world. People got it. Thinking the game is not. It's not a game. Anybody can manifest anything they want to. All you gotta do is just keep doing it. You cannot do it one time and expect great results from it, or for it to happen overnight.
You know, if you're walking towards the sun, you'll never be afraid of your shadow. You know,
That's a good one.
You're listening to Highly Unique Radio.
That was different. Like Moby Dick was a mental. Well, Moby Dick was a mental, boy. That's crazy. That's one of Dean's favorite slogans.
Oh, come on now.
When Moby Dick was a mental. But Dean, man, tell us something, man, about being, because you're an older gentleman, man. What you think about social media and the internet and everything that's going on, and all from a gentleman from your perspective and your intellectual?
Well, you know, I've always tried to be someone that, you know, messed with that stuff, you know, because I saw the evolution of it. So, you know, you want to learn as you grow. But after a while, it even became too fast for me. I had a lot of things I had to do in my life, whether they were out there selling, you know, business, you know, creating business, you know, all the things you got to do. Then you got your family, you know, and then you've got your spirituality, and of course you've got to have time to work out, you know, because you want those endorphins running. You know, it's an amazing thing. So, you know, you only have so much time in the day. So when you do share quality time with people, you want to make sure it counts, don't you?
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was
I mess with that, man, the long way, bro.
You're listening to Highly Unique Radio.
I just want my people to know that just get stronger, keep getting stronger, keep growing, and keep, you know, introducing yourself to different people, keep eating different foods, going to different places. I'm looking forward, man, to about to start hitting California, New York. I'm about to start just going through them, bro, and hollering at people that's like, whoa, what's up? But people I connect with already, and I'm doing stuff with, like people who are already like popular or famous or who really got a lot going on, and they invited me already, so
Kick
I'm
it
about
up
to
a
get
notch.
Yeah.
Kick it up a notch.
Yeah, and you should know you're from Germany, so.
Well,
I was born in Longstow, Germany. That's crazy.
Oh, you were?
I was, yeah, military. My dad's military.
Yeah, he half German, half Sicilian.
That's
Dean.
crazy. What part of Germany?
Well, from southern Germany, like Bavaria, places like that,
Okay.
you know, down there. But she had some family in Frankfurt and some other areas down there.
Gotcha.
And I've got some relatives over there. You know, rest her soul, she passed a couple years ago. So, you know, I learned how to speak that language when I grew up because that's the only language she could speak.
Speak some of it right quick, some German.
Really?
Yeah, say something and then explain what it is.
I don't know. People know something. You know, really simple things like Guten Nacht. You know, that's pretty simple, right? Like good
You
night.
said Guten Nacht?
Yeah,
What good not mean?
Guten Nacht. Good night.
Good night. Oh, good night.
Oh, good night. Yeah, it makes sense. Good night.
Well, I mean,
I said that here in America.
Yeah, well, a lot of people say that language is really
And I said that in America, I wasn't even German.
Yeah, but, you know, you just see things go on, you know, as time goes by.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like, I remember there was a time when you could build your own computer, but they weren't sold at the stores.
Mm.
So you had to have an IT guy,
Mm.
and then you put it together. I remember building my first computer with this guy in the 90s for about $4,000.
Mm.
And I had.
Y'all built it together?
Well, he helped me, he showed me the parts to, and then we did it together, so that's how I learned about.
I had to ask me to do that with him before.
Hard drives
I'm ready
and
now.
stuff like that.
RAM access memory and a motherboard. And
All that, yeah, all that stuff.
I knew all that lingo. That's crazy.
And
I knew all that. I heard
Yeah,
it.
I took a little tech class, but I was bored.
Man, I knew that already. Am I right in the guard, bro?
See, I knew word processing was the ticket, because I was working in an environment where I had a secretary, and I no longer had one, so I had to figure out a way when I started this business to invoice my customers in word process.
Mm.
And it was just, it made business for me, it made it possible for me to do business all these years. So, but as time goes by, it gets so fast. You're more interested in a guy like me, you know, doing his affairs, running his business. So, but I would say, even today, the way that they're talking about splitting social media platforms, how they're gonna be putting controls, you know, on the different things we use, how we use them,
Yeah, so we got
gathering information, all these things are coming together, and, you know, Your Greatness and I have been talking about this megaverse for quite some time.
Yeah.
And it's actually quite, it's scary.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, it's, you know, it's gonna be a wonderful thing.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna tell you what it reminded me of. When I first saw Avatar, I knew the world was changing, bro.
Yep.
Man, bro, come on, let's be real, bro. That movie was not regular, homie. That was not a regular movie. I'm gonna tell you, but that was a movie like, y'all ever saw District 9?
Nah.
Yeah, I think I did.
District 9 is where the aliens had landed at. They say in a certain spot. I forgot where the state it was. I'm gonna look it up and come back. But it was like District 9 was made about a movie where the space aliens were located at, but the government's keeping the top secret, so they had it out there stashed away. But if the aliens was out there, District 9 wasn't a regular movie. See, you can always tell when a movie is prophetic. In other words, when it's stating a fact that's either occurring in the earth or it's about to occur.
Or they'll have like little, like Matrix had a Nebuchadnezzar and
Right.
and
It's like clues in that.
clues, but it's meant for the chosen. That's why he said, "I give you eyes, but you do not see. I give you ears, but you do not hear." That's meant for.
Oh, I read that scripture 3-4 times a week.
I give you eyes, but you do not see. I give you ears, but you do not hear. Those who are meant to hear and see those treasures are understanding the map and understanding the purpose. We're
I
going
mean,
to
like Bill Gates doing the documentary on something like CB19.
Yes, we're gonna draw the laws. We're gonna draw the laws to what matters, because that's what's wrong with
I
the
mean,
world.
that was 7
They
years
care-
before.
we're so full of so much knowledge. We have so much worldly wisdom that God can't even put His stuff in us no more. That's why the prophets are asleep,
Wow.
and that's the problem with knowing too much about the wrong stuff. Because now when something that's accurate, then here comes God with an example, demonstration, then the calamity, then the lab, then the warfare. That's what we set up for. That's what everybody who's came in our lives that we've influenced, something either good or bad happened.
People
to
don't
them.
Now I'm about to say this one here, and this one here blew me away. I was watching Charleston White, right? And Charleston White was saying on I seen a reel, I think it was a reel on Facebook, and Charleston White came out and he was telling it to somebody. I forgot. I think it was a dude. It was in an interview, and he told the dude. He said, "You know what's going on right here? We in the market of." He said, "The telephone is the market of the beast." He said, "Guess what? It was gonna be in your hand." He said, "What?" He said, "It was gonna be in your hand, and it was gonna be in your head." He said, "What'd you do with your phone? Put it in your head."
And what's on the back of it? A bitten apple. What did Eve do?
Wow, bit out.
Where did he do?
That's crazy.
And it goes back to that. So
Say, bro.
it's repeating itself symbolically right in front of our
Cause
face.
watch this. I never knew. I had to think that thing. I said, man, this movie is. It was talking about cloning on Avatar, right? They was talking about cloning and turning it into something different, right? And now, you know, we dealing with the metaverse. Now watch this. Now this the other one. Think about it. When they got on top of the animal, what they did, they plugged it in to their heads because it was an electric car.
chip.
Yeah, it was like this stuff is about to change, man. Solar about to take over. The whole world is evolving, fam.
Mhm.
And watch this. This is the mistake that people make. It's not the world evolving by itself. God designed it that way. He created everything. Don't think He not in the know. Don't trip out.
Everything that has a beginning has an end.
Thank you.
And when we understand that that is inevitable, you'll find happiness through your process.
Yeah, you do.
Because the rapture is real.
And it ain't. And guess what, bro? No cap. It's not easy. Being happy through your struggle and your process, but it's happiness there. Because think about it. If you get there, right? And I say if, when you get there, right, to where you're going, because you're gonna get there.
Peace, no understanding. Amen.
Right. You want the peace of understanding, and then watch this. It's gonna be work time.
Mm-hmm.
You think you're working now. You're really gonna be working then.
Facts.
But right now, it's the process.
Enjoy it
Enjoy it while you're here. Because you ain't gonna be regular no more.
at all.
Look,
You ain't gonna be able to be out like around regular people.
we went through test tube babies. And,
Yeah.
and the aspect of that spiritually, and also the ability for one to trust their government with this kind of stuff as well.
Right.
So you put those two together, and it can be the most wonderful thing in the world, or it can turn out to be something very evil.
And that's why we have to put our trust in the higher government. Because we live in a disorder, a lawless world. We live in a fallen world, and it's not healing itself. So when you put your mentality in the government of heaven and understanding the economy of heaven and understand that faith is the currency of heaven, you'll start to operate from that. You'll start to think and move from that to where this place don't even mean nothing. That's what happened with Neo. He started to realize he didn't have to fight these agents. He controls the matrix. He started realizing he was God's son, so he was able to stop
How
them.
many matrix they had?
Huh?
How many matrix?
4.
4.
And the 4th one is resurrection, like if Jesus came back.
You saw all of them?
All of them. And watch them over and study them. Study, because it's like I can't stop growing. You don't want to ever stop growing. When you get hungry, you might learn something new from in this season on a different movie. And you're like, dang, I didn't see that this way.
Wow.
But the Matrix is like the Bible, and it's basically about Jesus and the second coming, and the attack on Zion is what's happening to us right now.
Wow. Big ups, man, everybody out there, man. Y'all hear it, man. There's a lot of great revelation came tonight, man.
Oh, hell.
man.
I'm in that spirit. I'm in that.
I know, but
when I get sober, it get.
You do?
My girl was like, I don't like it when you sober. Your gift is strong. She said I be in her head too much. Cause she be in another room. I said, why you think like? She'll tell you. I just met her. That's why she's sticking with me like that. The same way everybody stuck to Jesus. A lot of people out here enjoy the different
How long
count.
you been with her?
About 5 months now. I met her at a spot and I told her my situation and she allowed me to stay with her.
Maybe you're just wound up a little bit. Maybe you're just wound up a little bit.
What you mean?
Probably, when you smoke a dude, it just kind of lets you be more relaxed.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Oh yeah. No, but when I'm sober, it's like I can see more into the spirit realm. Like I can see, it's accurate. Meaning like,
You're more hyper.
like not
You're
even that, not
you're
even
more
that.
in
not
touch.
even-
You're more in tune in a different way.
Yes, because that's why I was on rhythm when I was little because they didn't understand that was my gift. And a lot of people, even Kanye, that's their superpower. Like they call us bipolar. They think that is the hyperness on sobriety. It's like, oh, I can compare it to like X-Men. Remember Xavier when he put on Cerebro and he could tap into the whole world when he put on Cerebro, but when he didn't, he could only just do the people that were close to him. Well, me being sober is like tapping in on Cerebro. And that's how a lot of people they Cerebro gonna get stronger because you already got your Cerebro.
Right.
But when you get around people who are on a different level, it makes your level even stronger.
Right.
That's how
Feed off.
that's exactly because then you taking something like every time we come together, we learn something new. We learn
Right.
something new.
Well, 2 or more of each you gather together, right?
Say it again.
2 or more of us you
Gather
gather
together, is
together.
there in the mix? Yeah. That's why it got kind of cool. I felt all kind of different temperature in here.
Yeah, me too. It got evened out, though.
Yeah. That's why I knew the spirit.
That's when you know it's God.
Yeah.
When it's not God, you don't do that.
They don't do
Just
that.
stay there.
Stay plain. They don't
I
get
look
hot,
at that, I be like-
cold, hot, cold. Yeah.
But we went,
Oh yeah, it's a definite flow in here, and everything is about to grow because it's fruitful. That's why I say when you learn the knowledge of God, not the knowledge of man, and use God's knowledge in everything you talk about, then you're gonna see God in everything you talk about.
yeah, he gonna make it grow.
He gonna know
I've
your
been reading a
thoughts.
lot about Solomon lately.
That's my guy.
Then start picking the cards up, y'all. Put them in here.
Okay. Oh, it's almost 10?
Yeah, almost
See,
there.
it always goes 30 minutes.
It
It's
go
all right.
fast.
We're accelerating in the spirit.
See, but watch this. That's when you know you're having a good show. My experience teaches me that when it goes fast and you like, it's at the end, you like ready to go some more.
You're gonna end up this like God takes things that are nothing and turn them into something. So whatever's about to happen out of this is gonna be so supernatural, it's gonna shock all of us. Because somebody's hearing this and somebody's hearing these messages, they can feel the vibration. It's a different type that's healing them.
Yeah.
So they're gonna show favor. Be
Yeah,
like,
I think there's a lot of people
I'm gonna give y'all $10,000. It might even be a little bit of people. I'm gonna give y'all 20,000. What y'all got going on? Because whatever y'all talk about is awesome. I got people on my from Texas talking about it's deep.
Oh yeah?
Like they all in Texas. Ain't nobody been tuning on my shit like that. Not from Texas. Because they under my mama.
I ain't call it spiritual.
That's what I'm saying. A prophet's not accepted from their own town and country. So my people back home, they don't like it like that because they don't like how it sounds and shit happens. So now I came here and people accepted more. To where now things happen quicker.
They're criticizing you for being you?
Huh?
They're
Like
criticizing you for being you?
Yeah, because they say we know your mom, we know your
Prophet without
sister.
honor is on home.
They know we know your
Watch
mom.
this, you ready? A prophet is out without honor is on home. Watch this. You going to there right now, you put yours on.
And you from here? Wow, that's what it is. You're going to another dimension.
Yeah.
Because the most warfare is in transition. That's why I met you in the healing season.
Really?
This is a season you need help.
He didn't realize he a prophet.
Did you hear what he said? He said, really. So that's how you're going to get it really from God. Because Sarah treated Abraham just like that. And Sarah was like, really? And then she ended up
Guess what
having a
people
kid.
don't know?
But she still hung out with
You know
Abraham.
what you know you with God? When everybody reject you.
That's why he sent you two
People don't
savages.
love you. That ain't how it go. With God, people go like that. With the other people, it don't go like that.
They don't. That's why he sent you two savages. Because we both hit you.
Right.
Two angels.
Yeah.
That make sense? Two different angles.
Yeah.
He's already been stewarding you just to prepare you for Mary's only son.
Right.
I'm gonna keep saying that. All right, Nicodemus. Because see, Nicodemus believed. That's why, you was listening to me. I said you were only a Nicodemus. Because he liked Jesus. He just understood what he was talking about.
Right.
Until he saw something.
Wow.
Remember, you just met me. So watch what you about to see, sir. Remember what was said. He was like that. And next time you come here, bring some of that good Zaza, because I get it out of you. Because this energy here is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
We're gonna make angels walk in here if I'm sober, man. I'm not gonna play with y'all. That kingdom come. It will come, bro, around some people.
And nothing that will be done around me.
It's gonna be done. It's
heard that's inevitable.
It's inevitable. It's inevitable.
That's it. Okay.
That was hard.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes left.
Y'all know how we coming. You know who this is. Yours truly. Your greatness. Black Boy Friday. You know we turn it up. Put up on the city and you know we know it's Black Boy Friday. Until we turn it up. This radio station get it up and turn it up. Black Boy Friday. Ladies in the building, turn and get it. It's the turn up party station. That's us, baby, come get with it. Black Boy Friday. Otherwise we going up. Put up to the station until we turn it up. Black Boy Friday. Let's get turn it, let's get it. Put up to the station, put up on your seat. Turn up us in the building, on the party. Let's get it. Until we going up and let it get it. Turn and get it, 'cause it's Black Boy Friday. Black Boy Friday. You already know. Black Boy Friday. You know we coming. Up and down. No snooze. Boy Friday. You know we turn it up. Put up on the city and you know we know what's up. Boy Friday. Until we turn it up. This radio station get it up and turn it up. Boy Friday. Ladies in the building, turn and get it. It's the turn up party station. That's us, baby, come get with it. Boy Friday. Otherwise we call it up. Put up to the station until we turn it up. Boy Friday.
Jacob to go handle the Philistines, bro. It don't take that many people to go take over a nation, bro. It took 12 to take over the world. Look at Jesus.
Hey,
the
man,
apostle.
we back in the building.
Shouts out to everybody out there, man, who tuned in, man. It was truly a great show. I enjoyed it. I know y'all did. Big up to everybody who out there.
Big up to that boy Essence, man. That boy Dean, the Lion Sheridan in the building.
Let's
Yo.
Yeah, man, we had a great show, man. So, what you learned tonight, Dean?
Well, I kind of think that, it's cool to be part of something, especially when, people are on the same wavelength. You always really have that feeling when you're, talking to somebody about something, that you want to compete in the arena of ideas.
Right.
Those ideas could be used for good, they could be used for evil, they could be used for your business, your family, however you want to apply it. But I know when you pretty much, follow God's footsteps, I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a problem,
No, it don't. It's dope.
So faith will deliver us, okay?
Yeah, it will.
And grace is the gift.
Yeah, it is, bro. Big up, Dean. Let them know where they can reach at, man, and what you do.
Yeah, you could hit me up at My Home Improvement Company at Gmail, or on IG, Dean Sheridan 8, D-A-N, Sheridan, D-A-N in the end. So, I do a lot of work for people. In fact, over the last couple of years, I guess it has been now, even more than that. But we do a really good job going into fall here. If you got anything like roof or gutter related, particularly gutter related, that's really good. We do a lot of siding and windows and.
Yep, and I do the measurement, so.
Yeah, we've done stuff like that.
Yeah, we get Essence on board, man, helping out too, man.
Sure.
That'd be dope.
Sure.
If we build it, they will come.
Yeah, they will.
That's right.
So, Essence, let them know where they can reach you at, bro. New member alert.
Check me out, man. Essence_chosen. You can check me out on Spotify, Twitter. Check me out on Facebook. Man, blessings are coming. Singer, songwriter. Shout out all the A-list celebs I'm working with, man. Shout out my brother Uday. Shout out everybody in the city that's going hard, Playlist Academy. Y'all just tune in, man. We're gonna have a lot of things going on, movies, skits.
The whole nine.
Everything will have a message behind it. We just put God first. I'm gonna leave this with y'all. Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything will be added unto you. That's everything you want to touch, he'll give it to you. Just put it.
Big ups, man.
Let's go.
I love that, man. That's big. That's big speaker talk, man. So, man, go on Block Party Friday 7 and sow a seed, man, into the movement, into the ministry, into the situation, man, to really help what we doing over here, man. If you want to leave a special donation for Dean Lion Sheridan, Block Party Friday 7 on Cash App. $ Block Party Friday 7 on Cash App. If you want to leave a special donation for Essence, Block Party Friday 7 $ first thing, man. $ Block Party Friday 7. If you want to leave a special donation for True to Me 20, Pretty Eyes Creek, or you want to leave one for your greatest truly, man, your Block Party Friday, man, 7, man. And so, man, we big ups to all y'all, man. Big ups to everybody who out there, man, who tunes in and listen to us, man. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. You go find me on all streaming platforms under your greatness, YR Greatness. And I'm talking about everywhere, man. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YR Greatness. And you could just come give me a follow, man. Come check out what I'm doing, man. I'm doing everything big. You better believe it. And I ain't even from Texas. I'm from New Orleans. So, man, big up to my hometown, man. Check us out on Block Party Friday, Instagram, man. Big ups, man, to everybody who come be here tonight. True to Me 20. Shouts out Pretty Eyes Creek. Shouts out, man, to everybody who got love for us. Shouts out Framed by Frankie. And you already know, hold your tongue and say, Beach Box.
Beach box.
Beach Box.
Beach box.
Beach Box.
Beach
You
box.
Beach Box. Man, we out of here, man. We love y'all. Y'all take it easy, man. Y'all already know what it's in for, man. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 to 10. We'll be here with bells on Highly Unique Radio. Don't snooze. You snooze, you lose. We out.
You already know. Y'all know how we coming. You know who this is. Yours truly. Your greatness.
The producer.
Block Party